The Second World War, a global conflict lasting from 1939 to 1945, was a cataclysmic event that reshaped the world. It involved the vast majority of the world's nations, including all of the great powers, and resulted in an estimated 40 to 85 million fatalities. The war was marked by unprecedented levels of violence, destruction, and human suffering. It left a legacy of profound political, economic, and social changes that continue to shape the world today. Understanding its causes and consequences is paramount to preventing such a tragedy from ever happening again. The Second World War was a truly global conflict, with fighting taking place across Europe, Asia, Africa, and the Pacific. It witnessed the rise of totalitarian regimes, the horrors of the Holocaust, and the dawn of the atomic age. The war's end marked the beginning of a new world order, with the United States and the Soviet Union emerging as superpowers. It also led to the formation of the United Nations, an international organization dedicated to maintaining peace and security. The roots of the Second World War can be traced back to the Treaty of Versailles, which ended the First World War in 1919. The treaty imposed harsh penalties on Germany, including territorial losses, disarmament, and crippling reparations payments. This fueled resentment and instability in Germany, creating fertile ground for extremist ideologies like Nazism to take root. The global economic depression of the 1930s further exacerbated international tensions. As economies crumbled and unemployment soared, nations became increasingly inward-looking and nationalistic. This fostered a climate of fear and mistrust, making cooperation and diplomacy increasingly difficult. The League of Nations, established after World War I to prevent future wars, proved ineffective in addressing the growing crisis. The rise of aggressive, expansionist regimes in Germany, Italy, and Japan posed a grave threat to international peace. Adolf Hitler's Nazi Germany, driven by a toxic ideology of racial superiority and territorial expansion, embarked on a campaign of remilitarization and aggression. Benito Mussolini's fascist Italy, seeking to revive the glories of the Roman Empire, invaded Ethiopia in 1935. Imperial Japan, eager for resources and driven by militaristic ambitions, launched a full-scale invasion of China in 1937. The initial response of the Western powers to this growing aggression was one of appeasement. Hoping to avoid another devastating war, Britain and France made concessions to Hitler, most notably allowing him to annex the Sudetenland region of Czechoslovakia in 1938. However, this policy of appeasement only emboldened Hitler, who viewed it as a sign of weakness. On September 1, 1939, Germany invaded Poland, marking the beginning of the Second World War. Section 4. Echoes of the Past. Lessons from a Devastated World. The Second World War was a stark reminder of the human capacity for destruction and the catastrophic consequences of unchecked aggression. It highlighted the dangers of nationalism, appeasement, and the failure of international cooperation. The war also demonstrated the importance of strong leadership, collective action, and a shared commitment to peace. One of the most important lessons learned from the war is the need for effective international institutions. The failure of the League of Nations to prevent the outbreak of war underscored the need for a more robust and effective international body. This led to the creation of the United Nations, which has played a crucial role in maintaining international peace and security in the decades since its founding. Section 5. Forging a Peaceful Future. Preventing another global conflict. Preventing another world war requires a multifaceted approach that addresses the root causes of conflict. This includes promoting economic development, reducing poverty and inequality, and fostering intercultural dialogue and understanding. It also means strengthening international institutions, upholding international law, and promoting disarmament and non-proliferation. Education is paramount in preventing future conflicts. By teaching future generations about the horrors of war and the importance of peace, tolerance, and understanding, we can help to create a more peaceful and just world. It is also essential to address contemporary challenges such as climate change, resource scarcity, and mass migration, which have the potential to fuel future conflicts. By working together, we can learn from the mistakes of the past and build a brighter future for all.